Hey guys, um, welcome back from the nice week off. Hope you didn't eat too much like I did, because I definitely did. Time to go work out again and get back to normal. We're gonna start day one, and when you ever see me holding the fingers up, like 1, 2, 3, what this does in my system when I go to download and all that, it tells me which video it is, so I don't get them mixed up. So we're gonna do a treasure map. If you went through the module like you should have, you saw all that and all the examples. I put up as many as I could for you to take from. If you find some that I didn't do, by all means use them. I'm gonna let you use the 9x12, so it's gonna get a little cramped, so we gotta be careful. Today we're just gonna design everything with the pencil. The class is gonna do the 12x18, but you do have tan or brown in your that construction multi-pack that I told you to get. Has all kinds of colors, so grab out one of these. All right, so right now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sketch and plan out some stuff. You don't have to make it exactly like mine, okay? Like I said, you have all those pictures. I'm just gonna save some room for the X, and we're gonna get into all that next week and so forth. Okay, so my first step's gonna be, I'm gonna draw myself a compass, okay? Now, usually in class, we're gonna use these cups because we have the thing, but with this kind of paper, I've got to be kind of careful. So try to get something smaller. Even if you can get like a quarter, I'm gonna freehand mine. But if you can get like a quarter or something, that will help out a lot, okay? All right, here we go. And matter of fact, that's too big over there. So I'm just gonna freehand. I'm gonna pick a corner and I'm gonna save room for, don't put it in the corner. You've got to have room for the directional arrows. And you'll see what I mean. So I'm gonna come down here and draw lightly, because a lot of this isn't gonna stay or you're gonna trace it. I'm gonna draw a circle. Okay? You see I just did a triangle, 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 circle. And then in between, I'm gonna put little triangles. Okay, now, today I'm not gonna worry about too much detail. I'm just gonna like construct everything. We'll do detail. We got 3 videos to do this on, so don't worry. All right, and you can stop the video anytime you need to pick up. All right, my name's Patrick, so I'm gonna put a P in the center here. You can put whatever you want in the center. I'm putting north, south, west to the left, east to the right, okay? These you don't have to put, but basically what happens is these two combine, so it'd be northeast, southeast, southwest, northwest, but you don't have to write those, okay? All right, we got the compass and the direction. Now let's go ahead and have some fun. You draw what you want to do. So, like I said, you got 9x12, so don't pack on too much. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna draw me a little island. And this is just water crashing on the waves a little bit here. I'm gonna put an island out here by itself. Don't worry about speed. And then I'm gonna have like a continent or something over here. I don't know what this is coming out of the bottom. A lot of organic shapes here, okay? All right, so over here, I'm gonna put myself a palm tree, giant palm tree. And yes, I'm drawing over stuff. I'll erase it later. You pick a few things that you want to do on this. I'm putting some dots here. I'm gonna put a hut. It means somebody or something lives here. Maybe put another one over here. Okay. Over here, I'm gonna make this one the cool one. This is gonna be my skull island, I guess you could say. So, and you can put a theme to this too if you want to, by all means. So I'm just gonna come here, I'm gonna draw a circle. We're gonna make this really crazy. What I'm doing now is just kind of lining up my skull. He's gonna have a pointy teeth skull. Now, I've been drawing a lot of skulls, so I'm gonna change mine on this one. Tired of it looking always the same, so I'm just gonna I'm not going for anatomically correct. All right, and then I'm gonna put the mouth down here. And the bottom of his mouth is a part of the island. And then I'm gonna make the mountain go into his neck. Try not to get too scary. For some reason I put horns on him. That's fine. All right, and let's see here. All right, so we got our Skull Island here. We can put some trees. Like I said, the things you can do is just endless here. All right, and then we have this little continent down here. We could do another skull. I'm actually just gonna do a sword, which means they're pirates here. I don't wanna use two skulls. So I'm gonna draw like two little swords. Again, you don't have to be copying me right now. You can use me in the background, but just to draw your, that's a horrible flag. Matter of fact, I don't like that at all. But I did get an idea. I'm gonna put a hole and crater in my island here, or this continent. Now it looks like there's a hole in it. So again, you can go crazy. Like I said, don't pack too much. I got 1, 2, 3 with a compass. Out here in the water, I'm gonna put some shark's fins because it's shark infested waters. Which they probably won't mess with you too much. I'll put one smaller here because he's off in the distance. And then here I'm gonna make a fun little octopus. Put him in the water. He's gonna have part of his tentacles showing, others not. He's got one back here and that's sticking out. Now he's pretty big. Like now you gotta get by him. These round things are just the suction cups they have on them. All right. So, and he has some more back here. He's a big guy. And these little ripples I'm doing around here is just like the water around him. All right, now I'm gonna stop there because, let me pull it down a little bit. I'm gonna stop right there because I don't want too much, and we'll do detail later, but I don't want this thing packed on where you can't tell. Now, here's my other problem is I gotta put an X. You choose where you're gonna put your X. I'm gonna make this a very dangerous one. And don't color this in. I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna put my X right there. Okay? And then what's gonna happen is, I'm gonna draw my little lines. These are just for now. I'm gonna have to go around the sharks, past, boom. Now my lines aren't exactly even, that's fine. Okay? So I'm gonna make the X big though. Don't be afraid to make it kind of big. And these little boxes are gonna turn into, these little lines are gonna turn into rectangles. Okay? I'm correcting as I go if I need to. And voila. Now I've got everything I kind of need. All right, so you can choose brown marker or black. It's up to you. I'm gonna go with a black Sharpie right here, and what I'm gonna do is just trace over everything. You can use thin Sharpie, which will work good, or the thick ones, up to you. No coloring, just trace over what you're gonna keep. All right. And I'm just gonna finish up tracing here. Sorry, I'm not talking. Just doing a little bit of concentrating, but you get the point. Like I said, don't worry about too much details, the shading and all that. We'll do that last. Next week, we're gonna worry about the color. And you'll see what we do for that. I'm gonna come back to the X and I'll tell you why. Now we're talking about emphasis and movement. Right now we're working with neutral colors. I'm tracing in black, or if you're tracing in brown, we're on brown paper. So everything we're doing right now is all neutral. Okay. All right, I think I got everything traced. Now, what I was talking about was, I'm gonna come here, since I'm doing emphasis and I really want that to stand out, I'm gonna take the thick side of this marker and trace my X. But don't worry, we're not done with this yet. And you'll see that on next week. Then I'm gonna trace all my little areas. Alrighty, and I am gonna color this one little eyeball in. It's kind of driving me crazy. I want to fix it. All right, so Now, looking pretty good. You see what we did there. So next week, we're going to talk about the coloring and actually emphasize the emphasis and the movement. Okay? Now, another thing you got to do, take your pencil and polish anything that did not get traced that you don't want anymore. Okay? So all you got to do there, lightly, don't go too crazy. I'm going to lightly get rid of the lines that I didn't need or didn't want to trace. See, now my X looks better. This takes a little bit of messy in time. I go slow and just go over the whole thing. Try not to grab and rip your paper. Take your time. Okay. Okay, wipe off. And voila, looks a little cleaner. I see some lines I gotta put back in there. Okay, looking good. Get this down here a little bit. And alrighty, there you go. All right, have fun making your map. Any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys next week. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye.